Word of Akwudili's illness spread quietly through Umuahia. What his own siblings had ignored, his community did not. Mama Ngozi, the woman who sold akara beside his late father's old shop decades ago, was among the first to visit. "This man fixed my son's phone for free when we had nothing," she told the small crowd gathering outside the hospital. "We will not abandon him." A local church organized a fundraiser. Old customers, market women, even strangers who had simply heard his story on a community WhatsApp group, contributed what they could. 500 naira here, 2,000 naira there. Within 2 weeks, they had raised enough for several more dialysis sessions. Akwudili wept the first time Ifeoma told him the amount raised. "These people, they owe me nothing," he whispered. "You gave to everyone without expecting anything back," Ifeoma said softly. "Maybe that's why it's coming back to you now. Just not from where you expected." Then, 3 months later, a surprising message arrived. Namdi finally called. Not Emeka's number, his own. "Bros," he said, voice tight. "I heard everything. I'm sorry it took this long. I want to come home. I've started the process to be tested, for the transplant. If I'm a match, I want to do this." Akwudili was silent for a long moment. Part of him wanted to believe it. Another part remembered the laughter on that video call, the silence during his wedding, the missed calls during his diagnosis. "Okay," Akwudili finally said. "Come home then. Let's see." 2 weeks later, Namdi arrived. No designer clothes, no flashy car talk this time. Just a quiet man, stepping off a bus in Umuahia. Carrying the single suitcase, tension filled the house as results were awaited. Mother prayed daily. Ifeoma kept the household calm, for Chukwuebuka's sake. Finally, the doctor called them in. "I'm sorry," he said gently, looking at Namdi. "You're not a match." But, he turned to Emeka, who had quietly gone for testing without telling anyone. "Emeka is." The room went still. Emeka, sitting in the corner, looked up, eyes wet. "I went and got tested last week," he said quietly. "I didn't want to say anything, in case I wasn't able to." Akwudili stared at his brother. The same brother who had once sent a half-hearted text, then later showed up with an envelope, then sat in silence beside his hospital bed. "Why?" Akwudili asked softly. Emeka's voice cracked. "Because for years, I let you carry everything. I told myself I was too busy, that you were used to it. But you were never just used to it. You were tired, and none of us saw it. Or we saw it and looked away." The surgery was scheduled for the following month. On the morning of the transplant, as Akwudili was wheeled toward the theater, his family stood in the hallway. Mother holding Ifeoma's hand, Chukwuebuka clutching his crayon drawing, Namdi standing quietly beside Ugochi, who had flown back the moment she heard, and Chidinma, on a video call from the UK, tears streaming down her face. Emeka walked beside the stretcher until the doors. "Thank you," Akwudili whispered, gripping his brother's hand one last time before the doors closed. For the first time in over a decade, the family stood together, not because it was expected of them, but because finally, they chose to.